Neil here, just going to show you the new 6-minute walk test upgrades. So as you can see here, it's got a bit of a list view. You can scroll down. If you like us on Facebook there, it'll take you to our Facebook page, and it'll take you to this browser here, so you can say press done, and you'll be back straight into the app. So it's no worries. Okay, so let's get straight into it with the example that we always use, the male client who is diabetic, and it's his initial assessment. Okay, so this is your baseline observations. Now I'm just going to put some basic numbers in here. These aren't actual readings, of course, but just to get you having to think about what it'll look like as a report. I'll just say 8.8 for the BSL. Okay, so you've got your SATs, your heart rate, your blood pressure, got your ratings for your fatigue, shortness of breath, and RPE. You've also got your Borg scales here, your 0 to 10, your modified 0 to 10, and your rate of perceived exertion, which is the 6 to 20 scale. And then you've got your blood sugar if they're diabetic as your baseline obs. Okay, so it's good. So always scroll to the top and swipe on over. Okay, so here you can, the next step is to do the predicted distance. So you get his biometrics such as height, weight, and age. Now if you're having trouble with calculating age, there is a age calculator that I've included. So what you would do, for example, is write in, let's say, 1952. Okay, get age 61. All right, and then once that's done, you can add it to the predicted distance, and that's all been done. So you go back, and as you can see there, the 61 has been added to the age. So you press calculate, and it should give you the predicted distance for that client. Okay, and because it's his initial assessment, we'll press initial here, and that'll add it to the initial assessment. And I'll explain that where that goes in a second. So I'll just swipe on over, and there it is there. The predicted distance has been moved over there. So we'll go back. Okay, so now that's all been added, and now we can swipe on over to the stopwatch. Now let's we'll pop that back there. So as you can see here, you've got the start, stop, reset, and your lap count button. So let's just start that. Okay, and the lap count button here actually counts your laps for you. So the number of laps input here will be affected by this here. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Let's tap that 3 times, and as you can see, 3 laps. So let's just change that for argument's sake. Alright, so just an example, let's say our length of track is 25 and the person's on 22 laps. Now you press calculate. Alright, and now let's say they've stopped in the middle of the track and they only do 15 within that lap. That's 6 minutes. You add that distance as well, which makes it really easy. And again, we'll add this client's actual distance to the initial assessment. Okay, that's done. So let's scroll back up to the top and swipe on over. So this is now where you'd swipe between, doing your obs here and doing your distance calculation here and your stopwatch. So it's very easy to swipe between now. So that's all been fixed up. So what I'll do now is I'll just add in just some filler data in here. These aren't real readings, of course, but for the example, let's just fill in really quickly there. So that's only 6 minutes. So you swipe on over, and now you're in the recovery stage of the 6-minute walk test. So let's just again, I'll just put in some example data in here. So these aren't real readings. We'll press done, and we'll go there. So we'll scroll back up to the top. Now, this is the post Borg scale ratings and BSL. So I'll just add in, let's say it's a 3, and a 12 for that. And blood sugar, let's say it's 8.4. Press done. Scroll back up. Let's die. And scroll on over. So as you can see here, we've got the client's distance, the predicted distance, and this being the initial assessment, we can get a gauge of what the percentage of that predicted distance is. So this client has done really well at 96% before starting anyway, so that's pretty good. Now if you did have someone doing the exit assessment, you do the same thing, but you would fill in these here. Okay, exactly the same as the initial assessment. And if you had that filled in, you could then measure the change in meters between the initial and the exit assessment, the change in meters as a percentage, and the change between the percentages between the exit and the initial. So I won't worry about that for now. We'll swipe on over, and let's say we want to do an initial report. Okay, so you're almost there. Fill in the rest of the form, then submit. Press OK. So just for the example, I'm just going to fill in the required fields. So the name of the patient, and let's just say patient 0, done. And as you can see there, the height and weight. And if we did the waist we'll have to fill in. The BMI, if we filled that in at the beginning, it would have transferred over, but we didn't, but it would have transferred over then. So try and fill in as much as possible, and then you put in your name and your email. Okay, so that's all done. So I've just filled in the required fields, the patient name, my name, and the example, the email field there, so just as an example, but I encourage you guys to really fill it in. So after you press submit, the report has been compiled and will be sent to you shortly. Please check your inbox in a few minutes. So what I'm going to do, let's see if I can check my email there. Let's go to hotmail.com. Alright. Now, come on. This screencast is slowing down my internet a little bit. I'll get there. So, just going to check my email. Hopefully we should see the report there. Okay, there it is. So, just click on that. Let's see if it'll load it up. So, screencasts always slow down the computer. Sorry guys, but there we go. Alright, now I'm going to download it. So it says, hello Neil, thank you for using 6-Minute Walk Test app. There should be a PDF attached to this message with a report. And I'd really like you guys to rate this app. I've had a couple of constructive criticisms, which has been really good, so keep them coming guys. I'm always up for improving this app. So as you can see here, let's load this up a little bit to 100%. This is the report. It's sent by me. Put my email in there. Patient 0, height, weight was all transferred in, and as you can see, the observations have all been put in as well. So just put in some dummy data in there, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please rate the app. I've put a lot of work into it, and hopefully it's gotten a lot better with the bug fixes, the slide transitions, and the general app overall. So thanks, and see ya.